What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we are back to FrostPunk. Alright, so what were we doing last time? We still low on people? No, we got 10 engineers, so we may as well do that to the gathering post. So, how are we doing on wood? 29? You know what? Let's take half of what we got from the engineers and put them over here in the sawmill. So that has the heat on, right? What are you, cold? That should be fine as long as it's not extremely cold. As long as it says moderate risk, we aren't too bad. Yeah. That'll be good. That guy is going to be 2 hours. We almost have a new book of law. So we have a clerk bait and Londoners vandalism. Now steel. We got 27 steel. I think it takes 10 per bunk bed, right? Yeah. So if we start getting rid of some of these ordinary tents and swapping them out for bunk beds, theoretically, we should be able to handle the cold a little bit better. So I think that's what we're going to try to do. People are going to be homeless for a little bit. Candles for the wicked. Sir, people are no longer troubled by the Londoners' slogans. Troubled prayers have strengthened our community. Small candles keep appearing under the slogans. People leave them when they pray for the souls of the Londoners. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, so you have stockpile. How many people are home? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a whole bunch of people. What about you? Alright, so let's wait for work time and then we'll just start getting rid of the houses. Scouts have reached the gloomy cave. Follows that down. Did you find? Oh, this one. This will attack the bear. We could always use the people. When the scouts attacked the bear, the people in the cave joined them together and joined the drove of beasts away. Unfortunately, the scouts died from their injuries. The people saved set towards our city, guided by a map by the scouts. What kind of things say you have to kill them all? Alright, so that'll be good. And once everybody starts going to work, we are going to try to get a little bit more places. Food looks like it is a little low too. Ooh. Medical post is cold. It's not good. But you bumped all the way up. So we could do overdrive for a few days. And we're just going to have to keep in mind what's going on. Those are coal. Okay, coal. Alright, so that should tell me even with overdrive you're not warm? Yeah, there we go. Livable. Sweet. So we're just going to have to try to watch that as best we can. Losing a limb, one of our people had to undergo an amputation. Working in the freezing cold left him with such severe frostbite that there was no other choice. Consider signing the care house or... Oh, you have a care house. Sure. Wait, what? What do you mean, or? We already have that. Okay, well, consider it a maybe. That's weird. Alright, so work time. Which of these houses? Probably this one. I don't know why I'm picking on you, but looks like everybody is working. One person's resting, so you're going to be a little unhappy, but whatever. So let's see here. Dismantle street, dismantle building, get rid of you. And it is going to take a little bit for the building to disappear. Pause that down. Get a bunkhouse. Basically, the bunkhouses add a little bit more insulation. So that'll be good. And it looks like we do have enough for one more house. Let's see here. 20 wood and 10 steel. Yeah. So we can do one more. So while we are doing this, let's just go ahead and chop this one down too. Everybody's going to come home and be like, what? Ooh. Factory research. Nice. So we'll wait for this guy to be dismantled. Dismantle it for us, buddy. All's it. Drop a house down for the homeless people. Those guys might be a little unhappy. Hopefully this gets built fairly quickly. Looks like a robot's on it. Yeah, nice. So that should help them a lot better. Looks like we are about halfway, so we are going to have to turn this down soon. We're getting fairly close to the temperature going up 2 levels. Someone has stolen 6 wood from the stockpiles. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for their journey. It seems this ridiculous idea of leaving for London is gaining traction. It's the Faith Keepers for help. The Faith Keepers may retrieve some of the stolen wood. Oh, sure. And sick, one person's hungry. Pause it. Do a book of law. Now, we could do the prosthetics. Prosthetics available in the factory. Amputees with prosthetics in medical facilities will be able to work again. So that'll probably be good. You think that would bring in some hope for people who lost a limb?
A new law has passed.
And don't we have a new building? What are you? 30 wood, 15 steel, 1 steam core. So steam core is going to be an issue, but everything else we have at the moment. And hot house. Are you the one that has to cook? Freezing. That's not good. So we need to figure out a way to heat this guy up. I think the only way is going to be a steam hub. Do we have enough for one? Nice. So let's try to get it like over here. This should heat a little bit of the houses too. Don't want to overlap it too much, but I think right about there. Should be good. You have 3 hours left, so we should be ready. Speed ahead. And we are going to have to pause it right before the generator blows up. You know what? Let's go ahead and just do it now. So this should cool back down. They're going to be cold, but I mean, all we have to do is survive like 1.5 days. So they should be fine. This additional steam hub should help these houses a little bit too. So you should just be cold now. Nice. For you. Medical post. Heater's heater's on. There we go. The heater was off. Sir, a group of survivors have reached our city. They're tired and need a place to rest, a bite to eat, and perhaps some medical attention, but they're ready to lend a hand however they can. Alright, so we got 28 people homeless. We just built a steam hub over here, so this is probably the best area for it. This is going to be a little bit further out, so we definitely do need to try to focus on the bunkhouses. Unfortunately, some of our older guests won't be able to get one, but should enable half of the homes we need. I think we need to be at 20, or yeah, we're going to need one more. And where is the research blimp? You. It's the workshop. This guy. We need wood. You are cold? Very cold. It's not good. Is that the only place we can get wood? Looks like we could build another sawmill over here. And this might be the best bet if we just sort of bring it around over here. The steam hub is covering a little bit of the area. Do we have enough to build one? What would that be under? Resources? And sawmill. So if we get it like right around here, it's not as much of the wood, but it does get enough of the heat. That is what we're mostly looking for. Wait, was it already connected to a road? Nice. And research. We're still paused. Is there anything else we can research? So we can do overdrive couplings. Allows us to raise temperature of all heat zones by 2 levels when the generator is put into overdrive. Looks like we still need a little bit more supplies before we can research. So let's close out of this. Hopefully we're going to get plenty of wood today. I think we're only low because we had to build so many houses. Gathering posts are getting a little chilly, but tomorrow it should fix itself. Let's just go full speed ahead. And technically we could bring you down for now. I think all these guys could be down, but that'll be fine. So we got 6 people homeless. Ooh, that's not good. Loners prey on discontent. Restless group. Crowd is listening to one of the Londoners who's scaring people with visions of doom. He's trying to persuade them to flee to London. The discontent seems to be his words to heart. He's remained convinced. Let him speak. Number of Londoners will rise to +12. Ask a clerk to reassure people the number of Londoners will rise slightly to +6. Disperse the crowd. Discontent will rise. People may get hurt. That means 0 people will go? I think we got enough. And let's get a standard house for these guys. That should be everybody has a home. Food's going to be a little low. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. This guy closes this time of day. Okay, so that's fine. Sawmill shut down. So technically, I mean, really wanted to manage it, you could turn the heaters off places that are closed. Probably be the best bet. That way you're not wasting too many resources, especially if they're not being used. You need a road. Come in over here, build us a road. Sort of squeeze in between here. Boom. Once the road's built, that should be good and a livable place. What's the point of all our turmoil? My god, I'm so tired. Wait, what? Temperature will rise significantly. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so it has the same animation for cold and hot. That's good. Alright. So discontent is going to lower a little bit. This should allow people to start making a lot more food. And what was wrong with you? Cookouts. Not resume production requires raw food. So you're just having slight issues with supplies, but ever we have our hothouse. There you are. Max out the workers. And now we should be good. So that'd be warm. Sawmill. Max out the people for that. What is your... You're livable. Sweet. What about you? You're cold. You guys are completely fine, so make sure the heater is off. Technically, we could put a steam hub over here, too. Hold that cover. That would do the gathering post and everything. Do we have the supplies for it? So if we can just line this up perfect... I mean, the wood's almost out, though. But this should help with the gathering post, so I think we'll do it. So we put one in, like, over... Ooh. Something like here? Stinks. I like that location, but it's the only place to sort of get one of the gathering posts in. This guy is just going... That guy is going to be a little... I mean, technically we could just put another... These guys are already warm. It's a little weird. Okay, so you're functioning again. A couple people are dying.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Is there anything else we need to do? Buckalall, 5 hours. Have enough for bunkhouses. Do. Alright. So if we just keep chopping down houses, we should be fine. I don't want to get too many people homeless at the same time. I assume that would make some discontent. Do a bunkhouse, drop you down here. Wait for that to get to build. We are running a little low on coal. Assume that's because of the steam hubs. So we got 36. Technically, we probably should do the ones a little bit further out. I don't think it matters necessarily, though. Let's come in here, chop this building down. What are you? Technology tree. There is no building available to research this thing. What? What do you mean? Oh, we haven't turned off. So he's still chilly, so we are going to need one more steam hub over there, but let's just focus on the houses for now. And pulls it down. I think a couple people died, so we didn't necessarily need that one, but that should be fine. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 10 wood from the stockpiles. People are angry about the Londoners are putting their crazy idea before the needs of the city. Ask the Faith Keepers for help. The Faith Keepers may retrieve some stolen wood. Pretty much have to do that option. Alright, pause this. Book a law. Is there anything to get people to calm down? Build kitchen, the temple. You have to build the temple. While the temple raises hope, Londoners may occasionally mend their ways. Ooh, discontent will occasionally fall slightly. That's probably the best bet. What about you? This guy's on fire. What? The captain will assume the title of Protector of the Truth. He will be the only one who can tell us what is right and what is wrong, and guide our faith. Discontent will rise. Each use greatly reduces discontent. Wait, what? So it causes discontent to rise immediately, but the low after effects of it will reduce discontent. So we could do that, or we could do the one with hope. I feel like hope is probably where we need to go.
Hear me.
So we'll do that. Temple. Do we have the stuff for a temple? Base level 40 wood and 40 steel. So we're getting close. I think we will focus on the temple just to raise up hope a little bit. We don't want to be in a situation where hope is too low. What's up with you? Faith Keepers did well. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught the one of the thieves. Now they can put an end to their stealing. They're asking what should we do with the thief. Give him a chance. The number of Londoners will fall. Banish him. This person will leave the city forever. People will decide his fate. Alright, fine. We'll give him a chance. Seems like the best bet for us, even though I don't think it should work out. And I think we are going to need one more house, because it looks like we are running a little low on supplies. So we plop one down like on the other side. This will be like our cooking area. Alright, so coal needs to be major gathering today. Was it because we're on range 2 and everything? Let's see here. Alright, so the day started. If we bump you down to level 1, let's see if that works. I don't think we need to be level 2 right now. Yeah, we're getting a lot more coal. Sweet. How's that? Do we have enough for a hot house? There it is. 1 wood and 1 steam core. We don't. So we need some more scouts for that. Let's go ahead and do this. These guys are pretty much mandatory, so we sort of had to do it this way. You go over to Winterholm. There is a coal mine that we could excavate, so that might be coming handy, but it looks like we're running out of stuff on the map. Hopefully find some steam cores while he's out. Now, we got 70 wood, 35 steel, so we need 10 more steel and we'll be able to do that. What do we need for this hot house? We just need a steam core, okay. We'll do the temple first, and then hopefully fix the other stuff later. Come here into... Alright, the temple of devotion in our essential place of worship. It brings... Okay. So this doesn't actually have a radius, so I assume it can be placed anywhere. I mean, I'm worried about employees that work here. If there's not any employees that work here, sort of like the church, then you can place it anywhere. Which means you can place it a little bit further out. People might get cold. That's where we're going to put our food. Is there any good places? I mean, technically right here would work. Yeah, we'll do there. So that'll be built. And then food is going to be a major issue. The temple is built. The temple has been erected. The magnificent symbol of our devotion is visible through the city. Hope rises. Nice. That's quite a bit of hope, too. Let's pause this bad boy. Looks like we still have a little bit of that. A couple people are hungry and a couple people are sick. Is there anything else we could research? So let's turn you on. I'm here to research. So we don't have the 20 steel. Do we have any steel? Does the workday not start? Max out you. Oh, I don't think our robot can do anything at the moment. Oops. Technically, we've been using him to build everything. Should we just keep focusing on the houses, though? Or do we want to focus on research? Member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. He's trying to scare as many people as possible to join the exodus to London, but his vision of doom ring false ears of the people who are content with the situation in our city. Let him speak. The number of Londoners will rise slightly if you ask a clerk. Disperse the crowd. People may get hurt. I mean... Sure. Discontent rises a little bit. Turn on your own people, you bloody bastard! Stop this outrage. We're within our rights. They are not. You're causing chaos amongst my streets. Alright, so food is going to be a major issue. Do we have max amount of people in these hunter huts? It looks like it. Looks like we do have a couple people sick though. Is there a way to like worker you can here? You. Oh, you can dismiss. So if you're in treatment, we can just, you know, let you go home. Over here, max this out. There we go. Alright, so... Is there only... What? Oh, it's cookouts. Where's the other hunter's hut? This guy? Alright, so you're in treatment. Anybody else? These two. We'll max it out. Nice. I think that, maybe those are the same workers. I was going to say I think those are the new people, but it looks like it's in the same percentage. So I thought we had a couple engineers. Maybe we assigned them all together. Ooh, gold is going to be in soon. Focus on that. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 22 wood from the stockpiles. People are... Alright. It's the Faith Keepers to gather the wood. This seems to be a little bit of an issue. Next book law, it's going to cause discontent to rise. One of our Faith Keepers was beaten to death while investigating a thief. One of them caught the thief, but he's not the murderer. What should we do with him? Give him a chance, banish him, let him go. Then our Londoners will follow. This person will leave the city forever. Discontent will rise. They don't really give you much options for this stuff. If we max out the Faith Keepers, will these guys do it more effectively? They have 100 wood. Is that just the stat of how much they've stolen? Borrowed, I guess I should say. Alright, so that's all good. This 3 down cold is going to be a major issue. Full speed ahead. Yeah, so we're back on soup. So we're just going to run into slight issues. So the cold is going to be coming in tomorrow. Is there anything else we could do to boost up our coal? I don't think so. Alright, so we got Saul. That's going to get the steel. You're pretty much... Nah, you still got a little bit. We could do another coal mine up here. Alright, so it looks like the coal is going to be a little bit of issues. We lowered this down to range 1. And I think we are going to just try to keep focusing on doing the bunk beds for now. We're just sort of going to have to play it by ear. Especially with the temperature, we don't have any of the steam cores available for extra food or anything. But if we can get people homes, I think that'll be the best bet. What is the issue? Sir, a priest is here with a group of followers. They're asking to cut the public house opening hours. They contend that pleasure it offers poisons the minds of the souls of our people. Public house will be open 2 hours shorter. Its effect will fall 20%. Hope will rise. Discontent will rise slightly. Hope will fall slightly. Oh man. You telling me that would bring hope? Whatever. Work time, so let's pause this. We'll try to get rid of the house a little bit further away. The cold is going to be here pretty much tomorrow. So if we can get as much of these little bunk houses as possible built, I think that'll be our best bet. Get rid of that home. Give these guys a proper house. This should insulate them a lot better. 33, so it looks like we do have enough for what, 2 more? Yeah. Sweet, so we can just get rid of both of these guys actually. So get rid of that tent and this tent. I'm going to dismantle and build 2 of them. Hopefully by the time somebody gets to work, yeah, there we go. Bunkhouse. Looks like one of them is construction, one's not. But we have new book of laws. Is there any... Oh, we can do whatever this dude was. No, we can't. This thing. Discontent will rise. A group of people occasionally abandon the Londoners. A small amount of resources may be uncovered as well. Like we don't need any more discontent. Shrine rise the hope of people working nearby. Shrines increase the efficiency in nearby work. Ooh. That'll be good. Especially if we put these like near the coal mines. What are the shrines?
Listen, everyone.
So we're waiting on that house to be built. Hopefully that gets done fairly quickly. New construction. And 110 steel. Oh, they're fairly cheap too. Now it looks like we don't need any extra houses at the moment. So one of these guys, we can just build a bunk bed and get rid of a tent. And it should be fine. So we are going to be going into here. It looks like with one, possibly two houses. Or regular tents, rather. So that dude's being built. We might have just enough for another one. We do have it on range 1 and everything, so it is going to be a little bit colder for our people. But we get rid of you. And get rid of you. These tents too. 1, 2. Okay. Apparently we have a couple more tents than I thought. Sir, we put an end to the stealing. The thief had change of heart during the public penance ceremony. He confessed his sins and asked for forgiveness. He told us that they hid loot, leading to 53 food rations and 47 wood being retrieved. Nice. Alright, so we'll wait for these houses to get demolished. Hold it. For the first time, Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city and flee London. People are recovering their shock. The news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, so we definitely need more bunkhouses. So if we can get 2, we'll get rid of one of these guys. Should work out for us. For it to get done. Alright, so you're going to need to do range 2, steam 2, and possibly even overdrive. Let's wait for it to turn on and see what happens first. Alright, yeah. So we are going to need to bump it up a little bit. Alright, that should melt all the snow away. You chilly still? That's not good. We've got like maximum amount of everything we got. Sir, a male was found crying silently in a temple. We approached him to ask if he needed help. He told us he wanted to see you. Thought my faith had died long ago, sir, with my wife and daughters in London. Couldn't see any purpose in our new life in the fight for survival, but today when I entered the temple, I saw a future for us, and now I'm ready to face it. To hear that. Seems like a lot more people are starting to convert over to our ideologies, so that's good. Alright. So we do House of Healing. Do we need to build a House of Healing? The House of Healing heals people slower than the infirmary. Doesn't require any engineers, treats the gravely ill, and gives all patients a small hope bonus. Ooh, that might be good. Raises temperature of nearby workplaces by 1 level. Each field kitchen will provide people working nearby with hot meals to keep them warm. I like the House of Healing. 35 wood and 10 steel. That should be fairly cheap. This guy is not going to help it yet. Discontent. You know what? Let's hold off on that. Let's focus on the bunk houses for now. So you guys, what are you? Chilly? You should be cold. Yeah. So we get rid of like one of these guys and swap him out with a bunkhouse. Hopefully we're getting close to the max amount. Alright, so we'll wait for that to go. Come over here, robot, and do your work. Crowd is listening to one of the Londoners who is scaring people. So we can ask the clerk to, or let him speak 11, ask the clerk for +5, or disperse the crowd. Discontent will rise. Let's do it really. Alright, buddy. Are you destroying this house? Wait, what? Did you already break the house that I was telling you to do? Alright, bunkhouse. Looks like these are the last few bunkhouses. Is there anything... I don't think we'll be able to squeeze in here. That's why we didn't do that before. Yeah. We'll just have to keep with our current setting. How are you doing? We're running a little low. You need a road. What? Alright, that'll be good. And I think we're doing decent now. Let's see what our scouts have found. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The city chronicles describe the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabble, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindled resources and eventual starvation. The last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead. Sites discovered snow cliff and American camp. May they rest in... Ooh, 2 steam cores. Is it worth going to the snow? There's a hole in it. It's inhabited. We can see a lone figure bursting. Lone figure. We need those steam cores. So we'll send them back into our city. And that is going to be it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.